All right, Jolie. Gosh. All right, so the new Android head unit is in. I don't know how to explain this. I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. This left China Friday. It is now Tuesday. This showed up about 2 hours ago, so just a little bit before 10 a.m. Central Time. And it's Tuesday. Again, it left Friday. It left China on Friday, and it's here. So what I'm doing is what's called a bench test. All right, and this is essentially hooking up power to the stereo to make sure that it powers on. There are no speakers connected. And the amp is up there on the shelf. I can see that. So I've got the subwoofer. I've got the amp. I've got the car. Still in, this car has been in the garage pretty much all weekend. Longer. It's been in the garage almost a week. It has been a week. In and out of the garage. So the remote start is installed in the car. However, the remote start is only entering reservation mode. It will not start yet. So at this point, there are some diagnostic steps that can be taken. I've sent out for help, and I have asked some people for some advice. And certainly if any of you guys have any experience with the CompuStar remote start systems, it's a pure CompuStar remote start system. There's no off-brand immobilizer setup or anything like that. It's pure 100% CompuStar remote start system. It's got the DAS sensor because it's a manual. And because it's a Subaru, because it's a older model Subaru. It's 2009. Why is that considered old? I mean, I get it. It's 9 years old or 10 years old, but damn. Anyways, this Subaru requires 2 control modules, not just one. Bypass modules. I need 1 bypass module to control the door locks, and that system is working. So, wow, you don't need to see my shirt. Here's my cool remote. It talks to me and everything. Except I have noticed that if I press the buttons, there we go. If I press the buttons too closely together, the car will not respond to it. It's almost like it's thinking that the keys are in the pocket and bumping up against something. So the door lock module is working. Now I can put the car in reservation mode. And reservation mode means that while the car is running, if I put it in reservation mode, I can turn the key, pull the key out, get out of the car, and the car will still be running. Now, when I close the door, about 5 seconds later, the car shuts off. That's entering reservation mode successfully. The problem is when I go to press start, it doesn't even make an attempt to start. So that is where I am on the remote start. That is being handled. I have also asked about the horror show that is my dome light circuit switch. Oh my gosh, my dome light is part of the car's internal network. I don't know how I feel about that. It's making me laugh a little bit. I think I finally figured out the bypass for that and how to deal with that. But somebody's telling me, one of the guys on the Subaru forums is like, you should just wire it to a dedicated door switch. No. So no, that won't be happening. Now, one of the things that I have thought about is, what if I wired the lights to the respective doors? Now, that would be kind of cool. So if you open the driver's side door, the driver's side footwell would light up. If you opened up the passenger door, passenger footwell would light up. And then again for the respective 2 rear doors. But that is 4 relays, 4 different power circuits, and a lot of extra wiring, which I've got more wiring to do. That's all I've been doing is electrical work in this car. I have yet to touch the engine. That is making me sad. I have yet to start playing around with the engine. But it's coming. It's coming. It's coming. You guys don't even know what's up with the engine, but I do. Anyways, a lot of work going on, but the new stereo is here. Now, I quite literally have just put power to the stereo, and that is it. You can kind of see my my hackamamie job of attaching the stereo to a battery that's actually supposed to be charging, but I'm not going to mess with that right now. So I have not even tapped the screen once. You guys are going to come along with me for this ride. So this is supposed to be like an actual Android. Look at, holy crap. This is crazy. All right, gonna wipe out all of that stuff. I don't know that I want to attach to Bluetooth just yet, but oh crap! Now you guys can now you guys can connect to my stereo. That's not nice. Anyways, oh look, Wi-Fi setup. Woohoo! You guys don't get to come along for that one. Let's see. The big scary guy is scary. Done. The big scary guy is scary, and it is obtaining IP address. It is connected. There it goes. Now it's focusing on the screen. Cool. So it's now connected. And I have... Excuse me. So I have not had any chance at all whatsoever to play with this. I have no idea what I'm going to find in here or anything. So I am actually very, very excited about this. I will probably be doing bad things to this stereo. And the reason I'm going to do bad things to the stereo, I want to see if GPS works. I just thought about that. Navi button. You can't read IMEI because there is no IMEI. Hey, cool. Look at that. And I'm very glad that it's not popping up with, like, why does it show battery is 100%? I don't get this thing! I'm very glad that it's not showing the address here because, yeah, that would be kind of bad. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and exit that program. So the new head unit is here. It is an Android deployment. I am going to have to tamper with the Android deployment a little bit because there are things that I want installed on there, like Spotify. What I'm thinking about doing is having Spotify installed directly to that. So I don't even have to Bluetooth connect to my stereo. I will just have the Spotify app in the stereo, and that would just be pretty damn awesome in my opinion. So the stereo is here. The car is still in the car has been in the garage for a week. With a side to Saturday and Sunday in which I had other vehicles in the shop. And of course it'll probably be like that every Saturday and Sunday for the foreseeable future. Damn it. Anyways, more stuff is coming. I will let you guys know when I have the stereo installed. But I am already still in the... Well, hey, that's locked. Unlock! Yay! So I am seriously still in the middle of this this wiring nightmare, hell, I don't know what you want to call this thing, but this is in. And really, the lights, as far as the footwell lights, I don't know how that happened. For some reason, the battery charger turned on by itself. I'm a little scared now. There's a ghost in the garage. Anyways, so I do have the relay mostly wired up for the lights. The only thing that I need to figure out is the trigger. Now, the problem with the trigger is that if I trigger off the dome switch, which I've done in every other car I've ever installed these lights to, I'm going to be in a little bit of trouble because I have to go in line with the CAN system that controls the lights. And that's where things are getting a little bit weird. I don't actually understand the CAN system well enough to know how I should run into that. I've thought about just tapping the wire, but the problem is that this Subaru is very, very strange. So the dome light reads 12 volts across the light, but the light isn't turning on. It blows my mind a little bit. I'm not new to using a multimeter, I promise. I've used them several times before, but for some reason, this multimeter, or this car is reading 12 volts across the light while the light is off. Blows my mind. When I go to read each of the individual leads coming off, or traces, whatever you want to call them, coming off of the dome light circuit, the one most promising one that I found was 12 volts coming off of one of the leads or traces to ground. But the problem is that I read 12 volts when the door circuit was closed. As in, the door is closed. But right after the door closes, I read 7.5. So that's the dim circuit, and I understand that. So when I close the door, the lights don't shut off immediately. They go to a dim mode, and then they slowly fade out. Which is why when I immediately close the door, what I read off that circuit is 7.5 volts. And then, as the lights completely shut off, I read 12 volts. I can't run the the footwell lights off of that circuit because they'll be coming on at the wrong time. So I don't know what I'm going to do about that. I may have to wire in a 5-switch or a 5-lead relay and go from there. I'm thinking that is going to be the next step that I'm going to take. But for now, I've got the stereo. I'm still working on the wiring in the car. The stereo is going to be pretty straightforward, so that shouldn't be too much of an issue this weekend. I'm not rushing out to go get it today. I probably won't be installing the stereo for a couple of days because I want to wrap up the wiring messes that I'm already in before I get into another one, if that makes any sense, which if you've ever done wiring before, that should make complete sense. Except for the fact that I'm already in the middle of 2 wiring projects and I haven't finished one of them yet. Anyways, so all of that aside, I'm moving forward with the stuff I said I was going to be moving forward with. And if it wasn't for these random strange delays, both of those things would already be done. But the remote start's wired in. I've just got to figure out why reservation mode, or why the CompuStart system will not engage the starter on the car. So that's coming up. All I have to do for the footwell lights is find a stable trigger, which may mean that I have to wire in a 5 terminal relay instead of a 4, and that's fine. And then the stereo, I'm going to start playing with the stereo and do bad things to it. There's the stereo over there going, I need an adult. I am an adult. I don't know how many people are going to get that reference. I hope somebody gets that reference. Please let me know in the comment section below if you get that reference. I need an adult. I am an adult. So, if you got that, let me know. If you think the stereo is cool or a piece of shit, yeah, it's still PG-13. If you think the stereo is cool or not, let me know in the comment section below. And, yeah, definitely, if you have any advice about the CompuStart system, please, below, write something. It's going into reservation mode, but the car won't even make an attempt to start. So if you've got some advice, know somebody, if you know this guy who knows this guy, whose cousin knows this guy, whose girlfriend used to be married to ex-CompuStar executive, then, hit me up. Whatever. I will take grapevine references. I don't care. I just want it to work because remote start is pretty cool. And it's funny because I wanted this remote start system when it was like, I don't know, 10 degrees outside here. And it's been like pretty much 60-ish plus ever since I actually received the components for the remote start system. So that's kind of annoying, but it is what it is. I've got the remote start, just need to wrap things up. So I will see you guys later. Sorry I didn't get back to you guys yesterday, but I'm back now, and I'm going to be doing more stuff now. So have a nice day. Again, comment section below. Cool stereo, dumb stereo, and help. Send help. Oh, also, if you get the reference. Bye.